Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you and dive into the budget for Paycheck 1. So this is going up on June 1st. I'm filming this a little bit early, but I've already seen pending deposits ready. I know it's coming on June 1st, so I can plan out the first of the month's bills as well as expenses. So let's go ahead and dive in and get started. Okay, so here is my Paycheck 1 budget layout. So I have my income, I have fixed expenses, variable expenses, and we're going to put down all the numbers and the titles and everything together. So income type, the first one I always put is military retirement. And I kind of wish I filled all this out before I came on because I write sloppy while I'm talking. And let me grab my notes here too so I don't miss anything. So military retirement, if you saw my monthly budget, you know it's $1,759.30. My husband is retired Navy of 20 years and he retired in 2018 or December 31st, 2017, I should say. So on New Year's Eve. And so 2018 was the first year of civilian life, and yet he still was a contractor for the Navy. He just couldn't leave. It was crazy. All right, a military retirement, VA disability, he does get that as well. And that number is $2,353.39. There we go. And our son pays rent / dividends. Dividends is just something that shows up in our bank account, and I needed a place to put it, so I put it with my son's rent. I don't put that number in until the actuals hit, but my son's rent is $774. And that helps with utilities and mortgage and groceries and all the things. The next thing we have, I think I have one too many spaces here. Let me make sure. Go back. So military rent. Okay. Yeah, I have too many lines here. That's okay. So we have other. I always put other. Oh, that looks horrible. So that if something else comes in, a rebate, a refund, we transfer funds. Still doesn't look any better, but that's okay. I always put 0 here until something happens, and then I put it in the actuals, and then we're good to go. So let's total up the income for Paycheck 1. So Paycheck 1 will have all right, that will be $4,886.69. So that is Paycheck 1, and that is what I have to work with, which is a good amount, but the mortgage happens first at the first of the month. So this is definitely needed to be more heavy income at the first of the month than it is for the rest of the month. Though we need it. And we definitely need the rest of the income for the rest of the month as well. All right, so now we have our fixed expenses. So Paycheck 1, I almost said Paycheck 2. I know that's not right. Paycheck 1 has the mortgage. All right, so let me take my ruler here and put down the last line. I forgot. I don't know how I forgot to block off this area. Visually, it helps me keep this separate from this. I don't need a line here. I could put one, but I really don't need it. So there we go. So the mortgage, this includes a principal only payment in addition to the mortgage on top of it, which is $550, which accelerates the payoff of my mortgage and get it paid off in 15 years. So I'm excited about that because that means at 65, my husband and I will not have a mortgage to be concerned about, and we can move forward with life. So $2,477.67. This is an automatic thing. I don't even have to go in and make the payment. The payment's just made. All right, so next thing we have is our cable internet phone, which is Spectrum. in July. That'll be the last with this particular bundle package, and I'm gonna have to call again and see which one, what they have available, and if I can keep the price low, this price or less. So that is the goal here. Roth IRA, I always contribute each paycheck period to my savings account for a Roth IRA. It's the same account I use for my emergency fund. It's a money market account, and it has a high yield interest that builds with it. So I just leave it sitting in there until January, and then I go ahead and put my Roth IRA for the year. I do $171 per paycheck period with my husband's paycheck. The next thing I have, let's see, PHC. Is it PH? No, it's PCH. I don't know the title, but it's like a pregnancy center that helps women in need. That's a tithe, and that is $88. Here I have it broken down in the other monthly budget. I just have it as something to check off. Here I also have God's Pantry. It's the local pantry for our area, and a lot of people use it, so I contribute to that. Occasionally we might add more and do an additional tithing on top of it, but for right now we're doing $87. And those combined is the tithing for the military retirement check. Next we have HelloFresh. Sorry, my voice is going out. I don't know what's going on. I think it's allergies. HelloFresh. It's our weekly meal delivery kit, and that is $69.93. There we go. And then rest is the variable. So we have grocery household. I'm just going to put GH here. Restaurants, and abbreviate the rest. Restaurants miscellaneous, gas, copay, and unbudgeted. So grocery household, I am budgeting, and paycheck one, this is going to be hilarious. If you if you know me, you know. Okay, paycheck one is day one, but I have enough things happen on day one that come out of the bank account that I go ahead and just budget paycheck one on day one. Paycheck two actually starts on day two. And in order to lighten how many things are on pay, I could combine them two, or I could separate them, and it just made more sense for me to separate them. I've done it in the past, and that's 2 full weeks of bills and spending. So, that's how I kind of do things here. Let's see. Even though I'm giving myself for one day $220 for grocery household, if I don't buy groceries that day, it's not that big a deal. It'll just balance forward to paycheck two. Or in my weekly check-ins, it just moves forward each week to week. So if I don't spend everything in one week, it goes to the next week. And that's just how I run my budgets. It works pretty well for me. Let's see. $120 for restaurants. I doubt we're going to use that on that day, but that's okay. I want to make sure I have enough budgeted each week, and I do a 5-week check-in for every budget. Whether it's 2 or 3 days, whether it's at the beginning of the month or end of the month, where there's extra days, I still run a 5-week budget. That way I can start fresh on the 1st of every month and new again. 100, is that what it is? 100 for miscellaneous. And gas, I'm going to put $60 and $20 for copay. And 0 for unbudgeted. There we go. So for just the fixed expenses here, let me get my calculator. I'm going to go ahead and total this up, and I'll be right back. All right, so on the first day of the month, practically, $3,085.92. Whew, That's why we need a lot of money at the first of the month. It's crazy. All right, so I'm going to total variable expenses, and I'll be right back. All right, so for day one, I'm giving myself $520 budgeted for all my spending categories right there. Now, a lot of this will carry over to Paycheck 2 and help give extra money going into the next 2 weeks. So that is that. So this is me setting up my Paycheck 1. I'm going to zoom out real quick so you can see the whole thing. Oops, wrong direction. There we go. So that's Paycheck 1. Simple as that. And it's only one day, you know, as far as the calendar goes. But a lot happens on one day. I've already seen the pending deposits here. I'm filming this a little bit early, so I'm just waiting for the 1st of June when they get released and I have the money available, and then all these things happen automatically. I actually don't have to go out and pay anything because I have them on auto draft. The only thing I have to really look closely at for that day is this amount here for my spending. So that kind of makes things simple, and the less I spend here, the more I have for the next few weeks. So that's Paycheck 1. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
As a young girl, it feels we're mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free.